In this video, I'm going to give you my top 5 best prop firms right now, and I'm going to do it in a completely unbiased way. I don't have any affiliate links to show you, and no prop firm has paid me to make this review. Now, making this video was really difficult. I took into consideration a lot of different things like the price, the profit to drawdown ratios. I took into account the ease or difficultness of passing a challenge, their reputation, their trading commission, spreads, commissions, payouts, all this different stuff to give you my top 5 prop firms right now. Now, the reason you should listen to me on this subject is we've now helped over 650 people become funded prop traders. And at one point, we owned our own prop firm, so we understand how this business works. And the reason I'm making this video is because now more than ever, prop firms are starting to do shady things, and I don't want it to happen to you. Now, you're gonna notice that this list has changed a lot since the last time I did this review of my top 5 favorite prop firms. And in this video, we're going to be prioritizing the legitimacy of these prop firms over anything, because we've seen there's a lot of prop firms that are popping up left and right that are really easy to pass, they're cheap to pass, but when it comes down to it, they won't pay you out. And so that, in my opinion, is absolutely unacceptable. And the way I look at this is the top 3 to 5 that I'm gonna mention to you, I believe are solid prop firms with great track records, but number 1 and number 2, I think, are on a whole nother level. So let's go ahead and let's dive into this. So before we dive into the top 5, I'm just going to make a couple honorable mentions that may make the list this next time. We do have a lot of people in our community that have been using these 2 prop firms, that have had success with these 2 prop firms, but to me, they're still just too new to really put in the top 5. One is called My Flash Funding. They're boasting a 6% industry lowest profit target. Their 100K challenge is only $497 with a maximum daily loss of 4% and a max overall loss of 8%. The second one that makes the honorable mention list is My Funded FX, which I did talk about in the last video that I did on my top 5. They have an 8% and a 5% profit target for their 2 phases. And this prop firm has seemed to be legit so far. Again, they are newer on the spectrum. Those are 2 honorable mentions that I think have a lot of potential, granted that they continue to act legitimately. Now, let's get into our top 5. So number 5, we're gonna start with a prop firm called E8, okay? They do offer 25, 50, 100K and 200K challenges. I think most people are gonna look at the E8 account. And by the way, in this video, I'm analyzing based on the challenges that I feel like most people are going to be using, which is kind of standardized 2-phase evaluation or 2-phase challenges. We're all going to compare those. So E8 basically has an 8% profit target, no minimum trading days. It has unlimited maximum trading days, 5% daily drawdown, and 8% total drawdown. Their fee is $588. It is a little bit more expensive. We do have people in our group that have had a lot of success, have had no issues with payouts, and we haven't seen a whole lot of funny business with E8. Now, a couple of things particularly that I do like about E8 is you can get your first payout within 8 days, fittingly enough. And on top of that, they do have a unique scaling plan where they'll scale up your drawdown, where you can get your drawdown from 8% all the way up to 14%, which is kind of interesting and unique. So when I was creating this video, I wanted to be able to compare these prop firms really easily side by side. So I went ahead and I created this prop firm comparison table where you can see all this stuff and simply grade it across all the top different prop firms. I think I have like 12 or 13 on here. And if you want this resource, then just go in the link in the description below. I made this for you. You can use it for free. I'm going to be updating this all the time. Also on this, one other thing that we do have is the spread. So if you're interested in what are the spreads and commissions like, then you can go here and you can log into each spread account and you can see exactly what the spreads are in comparison to other prop firms. Okay, so number 4 is a prop firm called True Forex Funds. Now, at one point, True Forex Funds was my number 1 favorite prop firm. I had been funded a lot through True Forex Funds. We've gotten a lot of payouts. Many people in our group have as well. But it's recently come down to number 4 just because of some shady business that we've been seeing with True Forex Funds, specifically on their larger accounts, specifically like their 50, 100, and 200K accounts. What we've noticed is that there's excessive slippage and excessive delays in execution, where you'll try to close out a trade and it'll not close it for up to like 2 minutes that we've seen, which has been pretty crazy. So we have noticed that they have changed their feed. The trading conditions are not as pristine as they once did. However, because we have had so many payouts and so much success with True Forex Funds, it still did make our list, but just at number 4 this time. They do offer 10K, 25K, 50K, 100K, and 200K reasonably priced at 499 euros. Their profit to drawdown ratio is pretty good with only an 8% profit target with 10% max loss overall and an 80-20 profit split. One other thing that I do like about True Forex Fund is that they have a really clean, easy to use interface, and they don't really have any restrictions on your trading style. So as far as I'm concerned, you can trade pretty much any way that you want to. Now, I will just say this, with the trading and the prop trading world, you really do get what you pay for. Some of these prop firms that are a little bit cheaper and they're easier to pass, I think the likelihood of that you're going to receive a payout goes down a little bit. Compared to some of the more pristine prop firms that we'll talk about later on, they are a little bit more expensive. You are going to get better trading conditions, and you're probably not going to have to deal with any funny business. We have unfortunately had some funny business with people not getting paid out when requested or them coming up with some sort of BS rules. It's been a small percentage of people. However, I just wanted to make sure that you were aware of this. Now, the next prop firm here coming in at number 3 is the Funded Trader Program. The Funded Trader Program has become very, very popular. They've become very big. The challenge that we're going to be talking about specifically is the Royal Challenge. They do also offer 5 different challenges, which is pretty interesting and unique to the Funded Trader. But I think most people are probably going to be using the Royal Challenge, 50, 100K, 200K, 300K, and all the way up to $400,000 challenge types. A couple things in regards to the Funded Trader, unlimited trading days. They do have 5 minimum trading days. They do offer 1 to 200 leverage, 8% profit target with 10% max loss and 5% max daily loss, and a challenge fee of only $489, which is really, really cheap. And on top of that, a lot of the times they're offering different discount codes with up to like 10 to 15, 20% off even sometimes that I've seen. So here's what I'll say the good and the bad about the Funded Trader Program. I'll say the good is that they're cheap and the challenges are relatively easy to pass. However, some of the problems that I have with the Funded Trader Challenge is we have seen excessive slippage. We have seen some execution delays, and we've recently seen them banning traders. Supposedly in their rules and regulations, you can't be logged in from multiple IP addresses, which is kind of funny. Like if you have a VPS that you're trading on, but you're also trading on your phone, then they can ban you for doing that, which is something that we learned the hard way, unfortunately. We do have a lot of people that have made payouts with this prop firm in particularly, but again, in this sort of scenario, in my opinion, the less amount that you pay for the challenge and the easier the conditions are, the more kind of gotchas that they're going to try to find and come up with when it comes time to paying you. That's why I say number 3 through 5, granted, they're a little bit cheaper, a little bit easier to pass than the 2 that I'm going to talk about next. But with that being said, in my experience and our community's experience, you do sacrifice the legitimacy for these easier to pass challenges. Okay, number 2 coming in that is brand new to the list. This is a prop firm that I hadn't really traded with much, but it's called the 5%ers or the Fivers. Apparently they've been in business since 2016, and I take a look at their Trustpilot. They have less than 1% of 1-star reviews, which is really, really solid. So it seems like they've been doing a great job for a long time, and this is why they've made it higher up on our list. They're not using brokers like 8cap or Think Market. They have their own independent broker. Their 100K challenge only costs $495. They have 3 minimum profitable trading days, 8% profit target with 5% daily drawdown and 10% max drawdown, which is really competitive, especially with this price. Now, the 5%ers do also offer a couple different types of challenges. They do offer an instant funding challenge, which is interesting, and not a lot of prop firms are doing that. And on top of that, I think they allow you to have more trading capital under management than any one that I think I've seen, with up to $4 million in total. Now, with that being said, as much as I like the 5%ers because the amount of time that they've been around, the legitimacy behind the prop firm, the reviews, all of this sort of stuff, there are a few drawbacks. Number 1 is they have lower leverage. About 1 to 30 leverage is what they're offering. And another downfall is the fact that you do have to have a stop loss on each trade, which a lot of other prop firms don't require that, but there are rumors that with the 5%, you're trading real capital. So that would make sense. I don't know if that's true or not. I'd assume it is. If they're saying that's the way that it is, then, we saw what happened with my Forex funds, basically lying about that. So I would assume this is accurate, and they may be one of the only prop firms on the list where you get funded with real capital when you do pass the challenge, instead of just getting this virtual or simulated profits. So all in all, I really like the 5%ers. I think they're going to continue to become bigger and bigger just because they seem to be doing good, transparent, honest business. Hey, now before I give you number one, if you're looking to pass your prop firm challenge, I want to give you access to our AI and trading algorithm that's helped over 650 people become funded prop traders for free. There's a link down in the description below where you can enter your name and email address to enter this giveaway. And each month, what I'm doing is I'm going through and giving one lucky person access to the prop farming blueprint system, which includes a one-on-one success coach. It includes our AI dashboard. It includes 10 licenses to our trading algorithm and a bunch of other cool stuff. So go ahead and click the link below, enter your information in to enter a chance to win the prop farming blueprint program for free. Okay, so in number one on the list, which may not be that exciting, is FTMO. And FTMO has been in business the longest, since 2014. Their challenge isn't particularly easy. They're also not particularly cheap, but what you're getting when you pay for FTMO is you're getting pristine trading conditions. You're also getting no funny business. I haven't heard from people about funny business. If people are owed a payout, they're gonna pay you out. So the 100K challenge costs 540 euros. Again, they have 4 minimum trading days, unlimited max trading days, 10% profit target, 10% max loss with 5% max daily loss. After you pass both phases, again, they have kind of a standard 80% profit split. And on top of that, FTMO has nearly 8,000 reviews on Trustpilot. So they are by far the biggest prop firm. They've been in business the longest. And again, this list that I made, it's a little bit different. You know, I really wanted to prioritize the legitimacy and what I believe are the prop firms that are doing the most honest business. And again, sure, you can get a little bit cheaper prop firms. You can get, a little bit easier to pass prop firms. But for that, again, I think you're sacrificing the quality, the trading conditions, and this sort of stuff. I mean, nothing is worse than, going through the hard work of passing a challenge and then you do a payout and then this prop firm is shady or they don't want to pay you out or they make up some BS random reason. So I really believe that these top two, you're not going to find any of that sort of shady business. We've received many payouts from all 5 on the list. And even the honorable mentions, we've received many payouts as well. And one kind of closing remark here also is we saw what happened with my Forex funds getting shut down. I don't think it makes sense to put all your eggs into any one prop firm. I think it makes sense that you should maybe once you start getting funded, work on getting funded across several different prop firms. So that way all your risk isn't in any of these one prop firms. Hey, and by the way, if you'd like to see a really cool demo by the guy that created our prop farming system that's helped 650 people become funded traders, all using trading algorithms, go ahead and check out this video right now. I think you'll find it really interesting and different than anything else that you've seen on the market.